Hello, this is Dr. Tartt, the People's Doc, bringing you motivation, inspiration, and advice to you. Again, I'm here in my office, where unfortunately there's not enough room for all of you all on my couch. So I decided to bring my couch to you. So you sit back, relax, and I'm going to give you some quality advice. Today's topic, because I'm always talking to singles, is geared towards couples. I really want you to, if you're in a relationship, I really want you to focus. And I want you to pull your partner up if they're close to you and tell them to watch this video. If you know someone that's going through serious relationship problems or marital problems, I'm going to tell you something that's really going to change your life. As you know, I'm a psychologist, and I'm going to share with you a book, and no, I didn't write it, okay, called The 7 Principles for Making a Marriage Work. Let's see if we can get a close-up on that. The 7 Principles for Making a Marriage Work by Dr. Gottman. All right? Let me tell you why I recommend this book. This book represents the premium, this is the creme de la creme of all marital advice, in my opinion. I've never met John Gottman. I can just tell you that he's considered the guru in the field. Let me tell you why I think you should pick this book up, okay? When you start fighting, and a lot of times you go to counselors, you go to psychologists, go to social workers, and if they don't have the philosophical underpinnings of knowing how to make your marriage work, you will walk out of that counseling session wishing that you never went. And the rest of you that don't even go to counseling and you sit at home and try and solve it, good luck with that. Make sure that when you go to counseling that they have adequate training when it comes to marital therapy and they know what they're doing, and John Gottman is the best. Let me tell you some sample chapters, and I'm just going to give you some basic tips right now. Number 1, okay? You have to nurture your fondness and admiration for one another. A relationship, a marriage will fail if you are not constantly doing appreciations for one another. Couples come in all the time and talk about feeling underappreciated by their partner. So make sure that you are complimenting and you are appreciating one another before you go to bed. Make it part of your prayer ritual when you say, baby, I really appreciate you diving in there and stepping in there today and taking care of the kids when you saw I was frustrated. Okay? Baby, I really appreciate you, working an extra hour. I know that I know that you're trying to provide and put food on the table. Thank you for working so hard. I mean, that's the things that keeps relationships together. All right? Another chapter. Turn towards each other instead of away from each other. Now, that sounds like obvious. All right, but how do you actually apply that? That means that when you're in the midst of an argument, you set a time limit for how long you all are going to stay angry with each other. And then you do something to reverse course. All right? So that means go on a date. That means that you all spend time together. Let the anger take your time, 2 hours, set a time limit, because otherwise it'll fester. And the more it festers, the more you start creating a cycle of resentment. Okay? So make sure that you all plan a date. And I know you're saying, who wants to date when they're mad? Couples that want to stay together. So what I recommend is a movie, something you don't necessarily have to talk. Allow time to pass. By the time that movie is over, y'all will be sharing popcorn, sharing M&Ms, hopefully sharing some kisses, and going back home and making up. Okay? Another one. Let me share 2 more. Oh, this is a good one. Allow your partner to influence you. That is huge. As adults in a relationship, you are never ever going to agree on everything. And there is no right opinion. You say one thing, I say another. Both points are valid. We'll never be able to agree based upon arguing intellectually. What you must do is go in with the mindset that I want my partner to influence me. I want what you say during this debate to influence me to have a different opinion. And I want what I say to influence you. That's the whole purpose of a relationship, that we're 50-50. And together we make a whole. And that means that we have to influence one another. So that's a mindset change. So don't try and win the argument. Simply try to allow your partner to influence you. Last one, okay? This is a big one. Create a shared meaning with one another. That's what makes teams successful when it comes to sports. You all are in a relationship, you're married, you've been dating. Create shared experiences. Go on vacation. Talk about what you all have endured together. Talk about what you all can build together. Talk about how you can support one another. You know, having children is a shared experience. Coming to his office and help him paint his new office, shared experience. Going to her office and watching her new presentation and you being the cameraman, supporting her. Yeah, brothers, we can take the back seat as well and be the cheerleaders. Don't get me wrong, okay? Create shared meanings for one another. Sit down and ask each other about your ambitions and dreams, especially couples who've been married for a long time. You'd be surprised how many couples don't know how much the other partner's dreams have changed over the last 5 years because they've stopped talking and they've stopped communicating. Sit down and talk about how you can support one another's ambitions, whether it's losing weight, gaining weight, a new career, getting involved in the church, the ministry, whatever it is. Create a shared meaning for one another. So I hope that this has helped. If you want to get more information, it's at any Barnes & Nobles. I really want you to pick up this book. Once again, it is called The 7 Principles to Making a Marriage Work. It is research endorsed. Couples swear by it. It is a New York Times bestseller. Pick this book up. I promise you. It has exercises in it. It doesn't just tell you what to do. It tells you, it gives you practical applications to how to work through your issues. I promise you. Okay? So check it out. Once again, I'm Dr. Tartt, the People's Doc, wishing you couples stay together, stay married, get married, work it out. I want to make sure that we stay together as a community. I'm Dr. Tartt, the People's Doc. Take care. God bless.